Hello, the Shades, Rio showing Matt Cover with another episode of The Test, Final Revelations from Connor's perspective.
You're right.
If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat the day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? Well, you know what I think.
Fuck you.
So, unless this is your girlfriend,
I wouldn't.
Like, unless if
Okay.
like, it's a question of who is this your girlfriend or is this me, right?
Oh.
You don't call your girlfriend a friend,
Either
so technically
way,
you would probably have to choose me, right?
I mean, I still call her a friend. Still, yeah, she's still my friend. It's just okay. And oh god, that is hard because there's the thing of like what. It'd be hard to live the same day over and over again every day. I don't think it's. I guess that's kind of happy-ish, but overall, it wouldn't really be happy, and it wouldn't really work too well either, because that'd be hard to. That would be impossible for you to actually deal with eternally. I might do it for a little bit
every day,
but yeah, but overall, I'd make the video telling them the truth. You and her, both of y'all.
I will take. No wait.
I will take note of your answer. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists, okay? You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, the child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents once the trance had worn off, that they had repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind.
Okay, PTSD.
2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising the child to be a fully functional adult, while playing the role of the child's real parents. To further gather data, potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child.
It's an interesting story more than anything.
Would you resent your parents? Wait, okay.
For what? Oh.
The psychologists? I guess no, they only did good by me.
No.
Even if they hid the... Like, this is the thing
they hid the truth, but they did a lot of good for you in this situation.
This reminds me of the storyline... This reminds me of the story from Road 696 with one of the characters. When they were resenting their mother for not telling them that their parents had died in a great tragedy.
The road trip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
don't explain. Don't explain who it is. Just one of the characters resents her mother for hiding the truth, and I was completely on the mother's side because I'm just like,
well, what do you expect? They're just trying to do well by you. Even if they should have told you, they just thought it would be best if you just didn't know your parents died. It's just them trying to do the best by you, even if it could be seen as wrong.
That. I can, and in that situation, I can understand both sides, because it's like, for that situation, for the parent, it's completely fine. It's for, like, in your perspective, the better, and in this one, I would completely agree it'd be for the best if they, if they didn't explain that to you.
Yeah, so would you resent your parents?
Then it's a more accurate study.
Literally, in this scenario, there's literally no
honestly, the test, there's no negative. Yeah. It's not even as bad as that one, because in that one, the person's parents were actually kind of cool or something.
Well, I mean, they died before they knew him. You would be grateful.
Oh, well, that's true.
That you would be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life?
Would
yes,
you
literally.
be grateful? Yes, I would. I mean, that's exactly what I said. Like, there's no real reason. Like, they didn't do anything bad. They've done good by you. Oops.
Would you feel betrayed by your parents? No.
No.
Would you confront your parents about the article you found? I mean, maybe?
I would.
Like, you could bring it up, but you don't have to be angry about it. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation?
If I was a psychologist studying and researching on a child while also having the pleasure of raising it, sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I would. Personally, for me, I think that'd be a lot of work. And, I mean, I guess I'm technically a psychologist.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of work. But it is their job. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's a casual job, since being a parent is your job, in a way. It's just being a parent to a kid that has mental issues.
I have one final scenario for you before we move on.
Okay.
The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are the post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combining combing towns and laying waste to any survivors in their past in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as the planet Earth.
Okay, so nuclear fallout. Fallout 4, basically.
You get in good with the large colony of soldiers that spent about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save on the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself.
Fair enough.
You decide to venture into a neighboring
town in hopes
of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with food and with enough food to feed the entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? I mean,
I only knew them for 6 months.
I was gonna say,
I only knew these people for 6 months.
For a lot longer,
if it was years and years and like I know these people are like they're actually good people, but I genuinely like wasn't doing good for the colony, like then I would go back. But if I just knew these people for 6 months and they just immediately kicked me out because like harsh times,
although
then
if you think about it, right, I know that you could be self-serving, but if you want to help the world, or like whatever is left of the world, wouldn't telling the colony be the better solution? Because you're helping them more?
They're not the only colony. That's the thing. And besides, there ain't much political work that can be done in the immediate when it comes to the post-apocalyptic wasteland.
I just wanted to throw that to the right because I was like, well, wouldn't the better be to help the mass rather than the self is the question.
I mean, I can understand that in most situations, and I probably would in general, but at the same time, like, it really just depends on, like, who's in there. Because you bring up a good point. Like, it is better to feed the mass. But, again, like, how would I know? Just because I'm being valuable at this point, they could just throw me out once again, like, later down the line.
In a year.
And then, thus,
I just thought, you know exactly the food would last you a year. So, you would know exactly in a year you have time to find something that you're useful at that isn't just you doing dumb shit. You literally have a time stamp for how long you have until you're kicked out.
Well, that's the thing. I'm assuming with this, I don't think it was just that they kick you out, because for me, I'd always make sure I'm pulling my weight beforehand.
You wouldn't, even if you did tell them about it, I don't know if you could go back. Like, could they? I guess exile is just a word, though. They could theoretically lift it.
They could let me back in general, but at the same time, why would they? Just because I brought them something. They don't have a need to treat me well, even if I come back and help them. They could just take that food and leave me out there starving and dead. Because this is just as much of a survivalist group as any other raiders. So again, this is just until I find people that I guarantee that I would share with, yeah.
If
you could choose to tell only some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? Okay, this sounds like what you want.
Yes, this is exactly what I would do. Lead the ones that I believe are both trustworthy, useful, skilled, and like actually intelligent enough to run a thing properly and fairly. And then actually just lead that to be better. And overall, bunkers, yeah, that's just all better. Yes.
If you
were led to a new colony, or if you led a new colony, would you build it based on scavenger and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion?
Scavenger. Would you base it on cruelty and raiding, or would you base it on sharing and compassion? Listen, man. I mean, one of the main lines of the Communist Manifesto is from each according to his ability, to each according to his need, for a reason.
If you were the leader of the colony that exiled, oh, I see, okay.
If I'm the leader who kicked someone out
that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else.
Who exiled someone.
Okay, who wasn't pulling their weight. Okay, I see. That first part twisted me up. And that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, and they refused to share with you and the colony. Would you raid them and steal it for yourself, or would you let them keep what they found? I mean,
it just depends. Am I still surviving like on my own?
Well,
then
no,
I don't care.
Well, now you're the colony, right? So I think you.
I know. If they're basically making the same decision I did, but probably I guess not with like the leading other people away from me, because it doesn't say that. It just says that they keep it to themselves, themselves. Would I raid this person? One person over the colony.
I feel like you would have.
It depends. Like if my colony's starving, and if that's like a hostile, just like for no reason, a hostile threat, then yes, I would. But if in general they're just living their own life, and my people aren't starving, then
think about it this way.
They can just keep what they have.
In the scenario, it said that you were on low food reserves. Like that's why you got exiled, was because
that's
they
what
needed
I'm
to
saying.
cut some. Okay.
They needed to cut things, which is why I'm like bringing that into question, which is upsetting, because I don't like the violent options. But
I think if you know the scenario that you are on low, like if you know that you are on low, I think you have to.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, you're helping.
Like in the sense of like secondary security and like also secondary rations. This is just like way too valuable for the mass.
Yeah.
God, and now Yeah.
You said.
I don't regret my past decision though, because I don't. Right.
You can't.
Yeah, for this, but for that last one, I was like, oh god, now I kind of regret it because I could have shared the food with the colony. I was like, wait, no, I don't, because I would have just brought most of the colony with me instead of going back.
Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest.
Oh God.
A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? Oh yes, I love these.
Would you rather?
More dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp and concise. And I don't know who turned off the music. Okay. Will you be selfish or will you?
Yeah, it is all quiet.
Or are you concise?
Conscious.
Oh, conscious.
Is your conscious?
A vice, I see. In just mere moments from now, we both shall see.
Okay.
The difference between you, or who you are,
and who you
let us
and
begin.
who you wish to be.
There we go.
Okay.
Would you rather abandon the person you most love, or be abandoned by the people you most love? So basically, do you want to be at fault, or do you want to be the one who gets, like, the victim, or do you want to be the victim, or the
one who the
attacker,
victimizer?
The attacker.
Do you want to be the instigator?
Instigator or the victim?
Like, do you?
I'm imagining you'd rather be the victim because you wouldn't want to be blamed.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing. Like, there's nothing that would kill me more than being abandoned by the person that means the most to me. That would hurt like hell. But again,
abandoning them be worse?
There is. I mean, it would be to know that I've done something that could hurt other. Like, no, I'd rather be abandoned.
Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you? I'm friends with high places. Bruh, I want that HDTV, okay? I don't care how cheap it is, alright? I will take it.
If I had friends in high places, like, yeah, that helps me get my goals, but I believe interpersonal connections can be very important, and I just rather have friends with stronger bonds. When I have if I want a cup of sake, I want it to be with someone I have a bond with.
Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest family and friends and family?
Okay, would I rather have $5,000 or $10,000?
10,000 or 5,000, yeah.
Okay, well the question is, would I split money 4 ways?
No, you would.
Now, let's just think about this.
No. That is a guarantee. No, you fucking can't say it's not. It is a guarantee.
Why?
Why? Because it's a fucking would you rather.
No, I'm saying, like, I wouldn't, like, I'm debating, like, would I split it 4 ways? I'm not, like, saying as in, like,
you know what?
Would
Here's
I, like,
I gotta,
the 20,000, like, would I split it in 4 ways? That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just, like, saying, like, would I select this option in general, is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say, like, change the option. I'm just, like...
Wait a second.
I'm just thinking out loud.
I have an idea.
I'm just thinking out loud. Like,
it doesn't say you have to split it evenly. It just says you have to split it 4 ways.
4 ways? That is true.
You could give them 10% between 3 of them, and you have the rest 90. I don't know how much that would be. 70. No, that would be like 18,000. I think they have 10,000.
Did you just say 10% and then split that amongst 3 people, and then you have 90%?
Yes.
Is that what you just said?
Yes.
I believe it'd be closer to 70% remaining for you, but sure.
No. I mean the 10%'s between all of them, and they have to fight over how the split goes between there. So it'd be 90 and 10%.
Oh, you leave just 10% and then you just give them only 10%?
Yes.
I was thinking about 10% per person.
No. You just give them 10% and they choose who gets 10%.
Thinking, like, give them... I'd give them each 2,000. I'd give
but
my
anyway,
closest friends and family.
You could actually though, I kind of would choose the second one because I could just give them money later on if I wanted to.
Right.
Like 2 is just a better, no matter how you slice it. If it said you had to do it evenly, then it'd be like, okay, you only have 5,000, but you could split that the portions you could make so massively different.
Disproportionate.
Yeah, disproportionate.
Right. Yeah, it is my money. It's my fine. I'm the one who went fucking treasure hunting. I'm the one who found the One Piece.
Yeah.
It's my shit.
Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but you have no way of proving it?
If I know that they cheated on me, then I can still leave, even if I have no way of proving it.
Hold on.
Heartbreaking and tragic.
I'll be right back.
Heartbreaking and tragic, but I'd rather get cheated on with no evidence to prove it, because again, I can still leave this situation. I can't run from my own actions. God, just nightmarish thing. Would you rather get rich through legal means or be poor and live an honest life? Capitalist or communist? Well, not all communists are poor, but still, you get the idea. It's like illegal. I'm assuming it's just like drugs, embezzlement, anything that could be extremely like profiteering, insider trading, just like anything along those lines.
Hey,
but I'd rather like.
I'm gonna. You mind if I pause the video real quick and I'll be back?
Why?
I gotta go. I gotta go bring in groceries.
I can handle it.
Okay. Okay then.
I'll just explain my things. All right. Live an honest life. Again, I don't have many needs, and I'd rather be poor and live honest. Press a button that would kill your favorite pets, or press a button that would kill your favorite family member. I guess a favorite pet. That's a bit sad, either way. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or fire friends from a high-paying job? I'd rather fire friends from a high-paying job because you shouldn't really work like too closely with friends. Like have them be set up in a position. Not like as in you can't work with friends, but like you can't just like when it comes down to personal relationships, hiring people close to you is almost always a bad idea. Because like if you do have to end up firing like something, it can lead to like personal problems or whatnot. So overall, I'd fire my friends because I wouldn't want to work like I wouldn't want to be the boss of my friends in general. Oh wait, okay, wait a minute. It's not getting fired by a friend though. Okay, wait a minute. Is this just like my friend has a high-paying job and I don't? It's not so bad, actually. Huh. I don't need to cause them misery. No, I'm okay with this. Yeah. Would you rather sleep on your step-sibling? Wait, what? Or sleep with your best friend's partner?
I'm sleeping with this step-sibling.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. That's like the other one's just like pure betrayal on many layers. This one's just gross.
Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die?
Fucking son of a bitch.
I'm killing the strangers. Would you rather Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? Would you rather be
Rescue
rich
the child from a third world
but
country.
without family, or poor with family? Rich without family, man.
Poor with family. Poor without
Would
family.
Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy? Or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy, but you have to destroy the money immediately afterwards.
So I'm just like destroying
I was
the
gonna
economic
say,
atmosphere.
the second one doesn't do anything for you.
The second one doesn't do anything for me or anyone else. It's not even a Robin Hood situation. You're just robbing and just being an anarchist. You're just fucking everything up. That's awful. I'd rather steal food for the rest of my life, because stealing food isn't morally, like, that's not in any way ethically or morally bad. Because if you need to steal food, I mean, it's a bit unethical that you need to steal food in the first place, because food is it's a necessity, and thus should be a human right in the first place.
Yeah.
Anyways, steal food.
Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during war times, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? Does third world mean it has to be old, or does third world just mean it can be like it has to be across the water?
It's in general. No, third world means underdeveloped.
Okay. Well, that's why I was asking you on purpose.
Right. Like, the third, like, just because a country's a third world country doesn't mean that there's too much wrong. You can still live in many third world countries and have an okay life, even if it's not as nice.
Yeah.
Serving 4 years in the military, it depends on what you do. It depends on, like, what you do and, like, what the military's about. Like, depending on the time, it's just not right. Like,
I'm definitely in the war.
Something like the if it's World War II, then yeah, I'm in. But if it's Vietnam, I'm out. I'm moving to the third world country.
I would have to say
so. It just depends
on
like
4
what
years
the purpose
of military,
of the war is.
I'd probably die quicker there than in the third world country, and I wouldn't want to be uncomfortable. I'd rather die. So I'm serving in the military.
Add a lot of good to the world. All right, fuck it.
Well,
4 years
in
in
the
the
world,
military
I'm not
during
comfortable,
wartime.
and so if
Trauma,
I'm not
here we
comfortable, then I'm not gonna be.
I
able
know
to
you
be...
need your AC and your convenience
Would you
stores
rather
and just
always
everything.
travel,
Yeah, I know.
be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or below the speed limit? Generally, right? Generally, if you're 10 miles under, it's a little bit slow, but it's not like atrocious.
It's not
like unless if the area is like 15.
If
like,
I'm
if it's like a parking lot and it's like 15 miles an hour, then you're going 5, right? But you can't.
Right.
Okay, I'm going below. It's always safer. Even if you
it's
are more annoying, it's always safer.
Because for me, oh yeah, I'd rather be known as the grandma than the crazy person. And also with 10 miles like above, because when I'm on the highway, like this is my max. The max I'll go is just 10 miles above. And then I'll just like stay anywhere between there to like I'll just try and stay somewhere in between there. Try not to like go too fast. Don't want to speed really. But overall on main road, like almost every kind of road that's not just like the freeway, I'm going 10 miles below the speed limit. That's my natural area.
Would you rather have sex for the remainder of your life, or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Oh, I misread that. Yes, that is a good point. Asexual, right? Or you always need sex?
I don't really like that, because, I mean, I could live without it, but there's multiple reasons for it. Like, I want children one day and whatnot, so there's still reasons for me that I'd want to have intercourse. So I guess I have to choose this. And just in general. Plus, it's just like, there's no reason why you should just, like, intentionally, like, deny yourself this. Unless if it's for a specific
presumably,
purpose.
Right? No, I guess it doesn't imply you're asexual.
Right.
It just means that you just can't. Like, you have a contract or something.
You just can't. You're a eunuch.
It's not
You're a
like it's
eunuch.
not like
You're
yeah, it's not like
Yeah,
it's your choice not to have it.
Do you know what a
You're
eunuch is?
forced to not have it. No.
You don't know what a eunuch is?
Nope.
Okay, it's a Chinese thing, right? Where in the original days of the emperor, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, I guess it was just a bunch of men, just a bunch of men, like servants, who did not have dicks.
Okay.
They were,
right.
I think, removed.
Presumably.
Just in general.
I feel like that's an assumption because they you're born with it.
They have to be removed, but still, it's just
one.
It's just like when would you make when was this decided that was okay? And like I'm curious and like thinking back on history, I find it very funny.
By the way, we're at 31.
Fuck. I'd rather have to have sex. My girlfriend's fucking amazing.
I know, it would be fucking amazing. But anyway, you do it to end it here.
Alright.
End card up.
Or end card up?
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section or in the Discord server by clicking on the link in the description below or in the About section. You'll find the links to our other medias there as well. If you like this video and want more of the series, click on the link on the right. If you want what YouTube suggests, click on the link on the left. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.